Okay, so we are here to do the Collective Soul tutorial for the song December. First thing we're going to do is educate you that the name of this song is December. When I first decided to go ahead and do this tutorial, I did not know what the name of the song was. I did da-na-na-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na-na, boom, boom, boom. Bling. And a lot of people think that the song is called Spit Me Out because he says spit me out in the chorus quite a few times. So anyways, what we're going to do here is we're going to do a tutorial. I'm going to show you how to play. I believe there's another part of this. There's like an under part of it. And there's a way you can play chords with this. But, yeah, the chorus. I believe there's chords in the chorus that we're going to probably do another video for. But what I want to do today is the fingering, the plucking, that very rhythmic, melodic, beautiful picking that the guitarist in this band does. And there's 4 parts to it. So we're just going to go ahead and do part 1, 2, 3, and 4 in this video. It may take about 15 minutes. Okay, so the easiest way to break this down is rather than just giving you just the fingering, I also want to kind of show you how the similarities between the four slightly different shapes. I want to show you how similar they are, so it makes it easier for you to play, rather than just giving you which fret and which string. Okay, so the first part is going to be the middle finger on the 3rd fret of low E. And then what you're going to do is you're going to tuck in the ring finger and the pinky finger onto the 3rd fret at B in high E. Okay, so that's the first one. Okay, now just to make things a little simple here. Okay, so this is the first part. The third part is something as simple as, I saw another tutorial where it said mute the low E string. Well, why do you gotta mute the low? Just don't pluck it. You gotta mute the low E string. So on the third part is the exact same thing. You're just bringing the middle finger down to, what is that? A, right? That's A. Just bring the middle finger down. So part 1 is middle finger on 3rd fret of low E and the ring and pinky on the 3rd fret of B and high E, and the third part is moving the middle finger down to the 3rd fret of A. Okay? That's the third part. Okay, now set 2 and 4, part 2 and 4 is very, very similar. Okay, what you're going to do is, and I found it's much easier, rather than using your ring finger and your pinky finger to hold down the 3rd fret of B and high E, just use your pinky. It's a lot easier. Just put down both of those strings with your pinky, and you're going to come up here with your forefinger to low E on the 1st fret. Okay? Very simple. Okay? In fact, if it wasn't for me showing you the plucking order that I have to do, you could stop the video when I show you the next part. Okay? Because the next part, the 4th part, is simply going to be the same thing with the pinky, but just simply move the forefinger down to A. Same fret. Got it? So, the fingering is, this is 1, okay? And this is 2, okay? This is 2. All right? This is 3. Very simple. That's 3. Okay? And this is 4. In both cases, now that I think about it, each part you are fretting the 3rd fret of B and high E. All of them. All 4 of them you're fretting the 3rd fret of B and E, and you're just simply moving the middle finger for the first part, 1 down for the 3rd part, and the forefinger up here for the 2nd part, and then 1 down for the 4th part. How simple is that? That's beautiful. Okay, so getting into, and if you do it like that, it's nice to have people on the internet who can show you how to where to put your fingers. The camera is right over here, and I'm not looking into it. Okay, I'll look at you. You look into the camera now. That'll probably look a little bit less retarded. It makes it easier to remember when you break it down into similarities. Does that make sense? Okay, so for the first part, and all the strumming, the strings are very similar, but there are slight differences, and that's what we're going to go over. Okay, so the first part is going to be low E, and the G is open, just so you know. G is open. So you have low E, G, B, G, B, high E, B, G, and high E. I'll go over that one more time. Okay, it's low E, open G, B, back to G, B. Wait, let's start over. Low E, open G, B, G, B, high E, B, G, and high E. Got it? Alright. That's the first part. Part 2, where we're barring the 3rd fret of B and high E with the pinky, and we come up here to the 1st fret of low E. Okay. This is the plucking order for this one. Okay, so it's low E again. Low E, G, B, back to G, B, high E, B, G. Chill. Alright. Okay. Then part 3. We're going to go back to this shape again, but with the middle finger come down slightly. This is part 3. Slightly different. Okay, you got A, G, B, B, high E, B, G. Do that one more time. So with part 3 is A, G, B, G, B, high E, B, G. Okay? And then part 4. Part 4 again, we're barring the 3rd fret and bringing the forefinger down 1 to the A string, 1st fret. Okay? And this is the last part. And you play this over and over and over and over again throughout the song. Okay? So the plucking order on this 4th part goes A, G, B, G, then D, and it's open D. Alright? Then A, G, B, back to G, A, A, G. Ain't that nice? Do that one more time. A, G, B, G, D, A, G, B, A, G, A, G. Nice, huh? And I'm gonna try plucking these with the pick, just in case the sound might be a little bit off. If you can hear that, fine. But I'm gonna do parts 1 through 4 again with the pick, just to make sure that it amplifies and make sure people can hear that. Okay. So, alright, so it's low E, alright, low E, open G, B, G, B, H, high E, B, G, and high E. Okay. And then part 2 is this deal right here. Low E, G, B, G, B, high E, B, G. And then part 3 is A, G, B, G, B, high E, B, and G. And then part 4 one last time. And with this particular chord, because of the fact that the pinky is so far down and fretting 2 different strings, there's one little trick you gotta know in order to be able to play this correctly. It's probably one of the more awkward shapes you're gonna play, other than C major. And forget C major, how about C major with the pinky on the high E string? I hate that chord. Alright, when you have your forefinger on this first fret, you really gotta try to keep your forefinger off of the D string. It's not, you gotta think about it. It's not as easy as it looks. Keep your forefinger off the D string. Don't let it go anywhere near it or it'll totally affect the sound. So, you gotta really discipline yourself to get a nice heavy arch. You see how far out my forefinger is? How far looped out it is? That's because I'm holding it in a very particular position, and it actually hurts. It's pretty sore just sitting here telling you about it. So it's pretty annoying, but the more you play it, the more you do any type of guitar playing, the pain is going to be there. You've got to work through it. And probably the worst finger the last finger that you're going to work through is the pinky. The first few years of guitar playing, all the fingers hurt, but you have like no muscle strength. When you learn how to play guitar, you're developing muscles in your fingers you never knew you had. And that's the hardest part. For me, it wasn't about the blisters or the calluses. Hell, those didn't hurt at all. Yeah, it leaves these indentations in your fingers when your skin gets tough. But it's the physical pain running all up and down your finger because of all these muscles that get sore. But that's a good thing. And when you have that pain, work on it. Push through it. Allow yourself to feel that soreness as long as you can stand it each time. And when you go back, it's going to hurt less the next time you play that chord. So that's always been my philosophy. Pain is weakness leaving the body. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and do this last one. So it's with the pick. So it's A, G, B, then D, then A, then G, B, G, A, G, A, G. Let me do that again. A, G, A, G. Oh, didn't that sound nice? That's just like on the radio. Okay, how long has that been, Rich?
15 minutes.
Okay, go. Thank you for watching. We're going to call this part 1 ? And then I'm going to look into what the chords are for the chorus. And we'll put that in another video if people want to see that. So that's a wrap.